What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Today I'm doing a highly requested video. So I got a training guide that was issued to me when I went to boot camp. You guys will be getting one that should look the same like this, but you guys have been asking me to go more into detail on the quarantine, what goes on in week 1, and more stuff like that. So sorry that I'm getting this video out late. I think I made that video like almost a month ago, and here I am with barely the part 2. I've been busy having duty, work, stuff like that, you know. But yeah, let's get right into this. Alright, so I'll just start with the quarantine part. So from what I knew to what I know now about it is I heard it's not completely different, but they changed it. So the boot camp's longer from when I went. The quarantine is not at that same hotel that I went to, so I'm not sure how the routine will be different, but I'm pretty sure the quarantine should stay the same. They should give you guys your training guide, all that other stuff you need. You guys don't need to take clothes. If you I seen a bunch of you guys commenting on it on the video, saying you guys are shipping out on this date, you won't need just take one change of clothes, and that's all you need. You don't really need a luggage because they're just gonna send it right back home. So just take one change of clothes for that day. Maybe take like a water bottle, because when you're there waiting for everybody else to land, so all you guys get on the bus to go, you're gonna be thirsty. You can't do nothing. You can just sit there, read your I forgot what that book is called that they give you guys in depth. But yeah, that big depth book. Read that. Learn your ranks, recognition. Yeah, but that's for when you land. For quarantine, I wouldn't really stress about the quarantine so much, because the easiest and the hardest part about boot camp, because easy, you're not doing shit. You're just really kicking it for 2 weeks, or at least when I went, we were kicking it for 2 weeks in the room, studying our book, doing muster, studying. You eat, you could work out, and that's pretty much it for the quarantine. It's nothing too big. You don't gotta worry about nothing. But yeah, that main question I got was about clothes. Will they give you clothes? Yes, they give you your sea bag. They give you all the clothes you need for boot camp. And towards the end of your quarantine, at least for me, we got COVID tested, so you guys be ready for that. They're gonna stick it up your nose. And that's pretty much it that I have for the quarantine. But moving more into week 1, week 1 is gonna be like really fast paced. Your P days, your processing days. You're gonna be going to medical, going to dental. You're gonna be up really early. I think the first night you get there, you don't sleep, because you go through the whole I forgot what it was called, but the whole process, that night process, where a chief talks to you. And I don't think you guys get your haircuts right then and there, because of COVID. But I got my haircut like a little bit later on in the first week. But yeah, you're gonna be signing a lot of paperwork. You're gonna be doing your height, weight, P test. You're gonna sign some more paperwork, get your shoes sized, and that's all from the night until the morning. You don't sleep. You go eat breakfast, and where you're gonna go do some more stuff, more medical and stuff, shots, stuff you couldn't do that night because everything else was closed. But yeah, you guys will be you'll be having a handful for that first week. I say that for me, that was the hardest part of boot camp, like that first week, because you're just getting stuff thrown on top of you like that. But once you get with the flow, and then you start getting used to the schedule and your RDCs and all that, I think you'll find it pretty easy. But for week 1, yeah, you're gonna be signing like you're gonna be signing like insurance, medical insurance, next of kin. You're gonna be signing GI bills. That's for college. If you guys want to go to college, you're gonna be signing a lot of stuff. I also got questions about letters. So for me, I wrote my letters, or I wrote like 1 or 2 letters in the hotel. You guys at home can send letters to your, I guess you could say, future sailor. You could send letters to them, and when they get to their ship and all that, they'll be able to get that mail. And then I think it's really nice if you guys do that, because the mail stacks up for them, and they'll give them like all hope because they got a letter. That was my favorite part of the end of the day, is when they'll call out mail to pass out. Look forward to getting a letter from my wife, or just family, friends, and just cheer you up a little bit. But yeah, in week 1, you do your medical, dental. You do your initial PFA, the push-ups. It's planks now, and then you run, and then after that, you do your swim, and then that'll determine if you need extra swim or not. And if you get extra swim, then you gotta wake up early. You gotta miss some stuff, and it's basically just like setting you back a little bit, not really too much. As long as you just pass that swim, you'll be alright. For sure, one thing you should learn in the hotel: your general orders, your Sailor's Creed, all that. Learn how to say it right. But right after that first week, you're gonna be signing a little more paperwork. Yeah, you're gonna be doing a little more paperwork. You take your depth test that first week or second day you're there. You also get fitted for uniforms the second week. But you won't get the uniforms right away, but you get fitted, so you get a try on like your N-dubs, and then they're gonna stitch your last name on, and then later on in training you'll get your N-dubs back, and that's when you start using them more, so you get out of blueberries. You do a lot of like stenciling your uniforms and stuff, like your brown shirts, your white shirts, your skivvies, your garment bag, your blue jackets manual. And another thing that at least I noticed my RDCs will tell me is like, don't, like, let's say there's a tag on your bag or something. Don't rip off any of the tags. Don't rip off the tag from your ball cap, the Navy ball cap, the recruit ball cap, until they tell you to, because they use, like, sometimes they'll use that in an inspection. And after that second week, you get more into like weapons and handling. Yeah, you get more into like in week 3 you get more into weapons and handling. You do your SAMT procedures. That's basically the small arms, so like the M9 simulator. You get like it looks like a M9, but when you pull the trigger, you're really just shooting air with a laser, and that's like your practice shooting range. and then you go through more fundamentals. You got to take the class. You go through rotation, and then you do the live fire. Live fire was really fun, but it's really quick. Like, I thought I knew how to shoot. I mean, I do know how to shoot, but I thought I knew how to shoot good. And then once you get to that live fire, and like they're yelling at you and giving you the commands to shoot, you're gonna feel the pressure and you're gonna mess up. And if you don't shoot bullets, they take them away, and like it ruins your score. And you also learn basic seamanship, the flags and pennants, knot tying, sound power telephones, line handling, all that stuff to get you ready for marlin spike. And then later on you start to do basic damage control, firefighting, but that's more later on. I can go more into detail on that later, but for now, let's get you guys through the first week. First, let's get you guys into boot camp, and then get you guys settled in the first week. When I went, at least, everything was more pushed, so it was a lot quicker. I don't know how it is now. I would have to find out. But I think because it's 8 weeks now, or 10 weeks, they're doing it more like laid back, so you guys get more experience. So it'll probably be a little more slow paced. My boot camp was a fast pace because of COVID, and yeah, they just wanted us to, I guess, get out already. But I can go more into detail on on the weapons and handling. I go more into detail on damage control. When's your next PFA? Yeah, if you guys just ask me questions, it'll help me out better to understand what you guys want to know. So I feel like I answered the majority of the questions that was asked. It was mainly about the quarantine and the hotel and the like PFA standards and some of the beginning stuff, but I can introduce you guys more to the other weeks, and go a little more into detail for you guys. But just let me know in the comments down below what you guys want me to talk to you guys about, and I'll go ahead and go over that in our next video. And oh yeah, one more thing, phone calls. I've been getting a lot of questions about phone calls as well. So phone calls, you get you get 3 phone calls. The first phone call is gonna be either when they land, either when you land or when you get to the hotel. The hotel. So mine was at the hotel. They made us pull out our phones, call our family or whatever. They made you call your parents, or me, I called my wife, and then you say like that you made it safely, that you're gonna be spending these 2 weeks here at the hotel, and that if anything happens, God forbid, like you get COVID or something and you get set back, then you'll give them another phone call. But other than that, you won't talk to them until like the next phone call in week 5. I think it was week 5 or week 6. And then after that second phone call, you get your last phone call when you call home to say you're officially a sailor. And then that's more likely towards the last week or the second to last week. But I believe that was all of the questions. So if there's anything else that I missed, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll go ahead and get right back to you guys. I promise I'll make the video sooner. So yeah, if you guys could do me a favor and do that, hit me up in the comments. I left my Instagram in the comments so you guys can talk to me personally, and I can answer those questions. But yeah, go ahead and do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and we're out. Peace.